why they in that spirit.
Hey, this is why, hey, the great motherfucking Lieutenant Murphy, he said some real shit. He said, when you see weave, he said, look, them bitches attract nefarious men.
Who else want to be around
the most nefarious man, bro. Stay away from them.
They attract nefarious men. Black women attract nefarious men. Because only 4 of them trying to fuck with them, man. Ain't no nigga with... Hey, and the proof of that is off subject but on subject. Dudes who deal with gooks or who deal with white women or who just... They don't kill each other. They don't shoot each other. None of that. Only niggas who fuck with the black woman kill each other, bro. If you see weed, just fucking leave.
She shook her head, yes.
She agreed. Black niggas spit. Leave that whole. Yeah, that nigga. But for real though, man. This damn pit bull, man. All them niggas deal with the play, and that's one thing I learned from the elders.
And they call them the Black Queen.
Yeah,
Black Queens, our Black sisters. And the fact, and how you gonna be an Israelite still using the word black?
Yeah,
right?
that's
another
sellout.
thing. That's another telltale sign that they're not up on the level. If they're calling themselves a Hebrew Israelite and they're still referring to black, and they're not breaking it down to what they actually mean. You know, because they might, you might say it to some people that don't understand it, and then you break it down. But they say it just on a constant, regular basis. All right? Like that one guy who was complaining about all the rebuke videos against Chief Keef. The Chief Keef dude, all right? The Chief Keef dude, E.E., all right? He was complaining about them, but then a brother went to his page and he was talking about some black power. Black! So how, so we got the whole Northern Kingdom standing with us. And then I'm standing out here, only black I see is on his sweatshirt and his coat. All I see is different shades of brown, man. From light brown to chocolate brown. And everything in between. That's Jake, beautiful, man. Look at all the different shades, man, how the Lord made us, man. All right? He didn't make, we all, you imagine how boring the garden would be if it was just red roses. Because they got white roses, pink roses, yellow roses. Right.
There's nothing peculiar about it. That's why the Lord has a mixture, man. All right? Just like if that's the case, everybody would have been one tribe. You had certain tribes better in certain things than other tribes. Why? Because the Lord deals with a multitude, man. Right? Issachar knew what? The stars. Right? You had 3 warrior tribes. All the tribes know how to fight, but you had 3 main warrior tribes. You had a tribe for the priests. You had a tribe for the kings. All right? The Lord is not, a simple man. The Lord likes a variety. Just like we like our women. We like a variety. I don't want to go to a fucking vending machine and see all chocolate bars.
Yeah, exactly. It really makes it right. You go to get some, you want something, all right? You gotta fix that, satisfy that sweet tooth. Ain't nothing in there but chocolate bars. It ain't no dark chocolate, it's just milk chocolate. The worst shit you can eat, all right? Nothing but milk chocolate in there. What's milk chocolate? It shouldn't even be called that, all right? It should be because it's got a little bit of chocolate, all right? Because that's what Esau does. All right, he'll label something. It's not even that because there's trace minerals of it, so we can label it. All right, and just on subject, off subject. I got a olive oil spray at home, and I was at the JoJo talking to Doc about all the sickness, these 6 weeks, 8 week colds that people are getting, but it's not COVID, and which really kick in every time after it rains. All right, but he said mostly it's just, a lot of the shit we eat. He was talking about Americans being so fat, so sickly and out of shape collectively. All right, being a doctor and he's, seeing people all the time. So I'm just listening to him. And he said, you really got to pay attention to your, to everything you eat. He said, like even some of the sprays, it'll say olive on it, or it'll say avocado. But then when you read the ingredients, it has a trace mineral of that shit in it. And then it's got all this other shit, all right? And so I was like, damn. So because a lot of restaurants, they cook with canola oil, they cook with vegetable oils, and that's why people are so sick and Yeah, and you feel so you get the itis and you feel all fucked up. Your sugar go up, blood pressure go up. What the fuck going on?
Yeah, it's like a
All right.
juice. He can label it juice, but it's high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
But on the thing it say 1% juice.
Yeah, you got 2 or 3% of actual grape juice or whatever juice in there. But nevertheless, I went home and looked at my olive oil and turned it over, looked at the bottom, the spray one, not the regular one that I pour. But I looked at the spray and I started reading the ingredients, and the last one said silicone. Silicone to help prevent fire. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Silicone. Somebody look up silicone on their phone.
And then the good oils like the avocado,
They make them
coconut,
so
they want-
expensive.
They want to charge you an arm and a leg. That's why restaurants use the shortening. You know, I know they use the shortenings. They use the canola because they got to hit a certain food percentage so they can actually make their money. So they're gonna use the cheapest shit.
Go ahead and read it up, brother.
This-
And find out, see if you can find something that say the effects it have on the body too.
Okay. This is silicone from the Wikipedia.org. In organosilicone and polymer chemistry, and silicone or polysiloxane is a polymer composed of repeating units of siloxane. They are typically colorless oils or rubber-like substances.
Rubber-like substances. All right, go ahead.
Silicones are used in sealants, adhesives, lubricants, medicine, cooking utensils, thermal insulation.
So medicines and cooking utensils, but it's used in thermal and sealants. So you want to seal something up so it don't leak, use some silicone. You want to take that same shit and put it in oil to spray so you can make your eggs.
Seal your colon up so you get colon.
Exactly.
thinking about that.
So you
That's
wonder
what I
why
was thinking
you
about.
go ahead, brother.
It says also electrical insulation. Some common forms include silicone oil, grease, rubber, resin, and caulk. Alright? The safety and environmental considerations. Silicone compounds are pervasive in the environment. Particular silicone compounds, cyclic siloxanes, are air and water pollutants and have negative health effects on test animals.
Wow. So they know if it typically something that harms an animal is gonna harm your ass too. All right. I mean, if you know, because you know, when I was in the Marine Corps, we did our little survival training shit. You know, when they dropped us off in the jungle and we had to survive. We said one of the things that they told us is that anything the birds eat, you eat. If the birds don't eat it, you don't eat it.
Right.
All right. So if nature's not gonna eat that shit, and so you probably shouldn't eat it. So if it's something that's killing test animals, it's probably gonna kill you too. All right, go ahead.
This is from Healthline.com. Silicone being toxic. It says silicone is a lab-made material that consists of several different chemicals, including silicone, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen.
So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man.
Right.
And they allow. So what type of king? Somebody get that as a king is sort of people. Well, he harm his people. You know what I'm talking about. What man in charge would allow this to be made and then given to his citizens? You know how you watch them period pieces, and the castle was sitting up high up above the mountain, or up on the hill, and all the city is beneath it. And then they open up the thing where the king comes out, and the people gather in the square where his voice can be heard, and he speaks to all the people. All right. So what king is gonna stand out there on that balcony and then bring this forth to his citizens? He ain't gonna have no kingdom. He's gonna be asking his men the next week, why so many of our citizens are dying?
Right.
What the fuck's going on? All right?
I got some
It
more.
was, my lord, it was that shit you packed. You know, your dumb
I
ass.
got some more.
Go ahead, brother.
The FDA has warned that injected liquid silicone may move throughout the body and cause serious health consequences.
So for all we know, that shit was in that C thing,
yeah.
in those shots that they were giving. Go ahead.
Including deletion.
Right?
So spraying some what I thought was olive oil, because it had olive oil in it, and this other shit, just to make some eggs so that they slide. Right?
Hey, but you know what? The FDA approves it, but still gives it out to these people, man. It shows you how much of a hypocrite Esau Edom is. When he sits on a board and clears certain things to be edible, and in reality it's not, that shows you how much of the devil he is.
Because he takes profit over safety.
Exactly.
Because somebody who's profiting off of that gonna slide him that he gonna vote yes. Well, how much? Well, it's only this percentage of, you know. No, man. All right, would you feed, you know, some chocolate to your child, to your baby, or your child, when you know that there's rat or roach shit in it? Well, it's only like trace amounts, you know, like 3-4%. You know, it's like, well, fuck. Well, where's the one that's with no 0% roach shit? That's the one I want. Right? I would rather have told you, where's the 0%? Right. What the fuck?
On both sides, because he sells you the shit, he gets you sick, and then you got to go to him for the medication, which is gonna keep you sick and keep you coming back to him so you can make more money.
Yeah.
It's like selling crack. Like you keep them addicted and they come back.
Right. Esau wants to. He fucks you up. He gets your diabetes up, so you need diabetes medication.
Yep.
He fucks you up, so you get your blood pressure goes up, so you need high blood pressure medication. And his goal is not to get you back to where you don't need that. His goal is for you to stay on that until you expire.
Yeah, it makes your body rely on that.
You know?
Yep.
Check this out.
I add something real quick. And two, at the place that I work at, you know, we make food grade chemicals, and a lot of the times for different chemicals, we got to make 2 or 3 different grades, because what is allowed here in America and Babylon, they can't sell to China, they can't sell it to Britain or these other countries,
So their
and
stuff
they get
is a
less
little
tested. It's way better because they get more tested. All of these different things, way tighter specs, all of this shit.
Yeah.
Why the
They
shit
put
that we
warning
get
labels on
here?
it over in Europe.
Yeah.
Everything over there, that red candy dye, all of that.
Red
They
40,
put
can't
warning
do that
labels
shit.
on it before they sell it to their people.
And just like when you look at the Heinz ketchup in the U.S. is completely in the Heinz ketchup.
They got more
in the UK.
ingredients.
It's only 3 ingredients, 3 natural ingredients in the Heinz ketchup in the UK compared to the fucking ketchup there.
That's right. It's a whole shit.
But check this out.
And that Heinz is that's the small hatters that own that too. Go ahead.
This is a continuation. It says the silicone may block blood vessels in parts of the body like the brain, heart, lymph nodes, or lungs, leading to an extremely dangerous situation. You know, and then also, if you look at certain cereals, if you look at the ingredients, it says BHT, that's jet fuel. Now see, if we give that to our children, we going to jail. But if Esau do that shit and put it in a cereal, he can sell it
He
to
collecting the check.
Collecting
Yes.
jet fuel.
Selling
gas.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of
Wow.
this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered."
Hey, this place is all out of order. All right, this is the place of disorder. All right, clean contrary to Yahweh Shem Shai. Go ahead.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is. Such are all they that dwell therein.
So if the king is this way, how much more the citizens? Because it's the king that's giving out these decrees. It's your Congress and your lawmakers that's giving out all these unrighteous decrees. And what the people going to do? They're going to agree with it.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking sheep.
That-
They're
that-
going to go right along with it.
That is why I want to give it right back to you. That's why you had so many Americans, almost half of America, that agreed to take something into their bodies that deleted a lot of them and got them all messed up to this day as a result of it. All right, that literally had a survival rate of 99.8%. 99.8% survival. All right. So, but yet you went and took this stuff. All right, you took the miracle whip, good one. All right, you went and took the miracle whip that actually started deleting teenagers and pro athletes. Soccer players, I don't know if you brothers know, but the average soccer player in the game runs about 7 miles a game. All right, so when you got pro soccer players just falling down, having heart attacks, you know, high school basketball, football players, college basketball, football players, in the peak of their prime, in the peak of their fitness, just dropping and having, you know, and now all this stuff of now about, you know, everybody who took the miracle whip has permanent heart issues. All right, come on, man.
And now it's coming out. First of all, y'all crucified all the people that didn't want to take it. And now CNN done broadcast and came out with reports that it's actually fucking up people.
Yeah, and now the lawsuits are kicking in.
Yep.
So now, you know, man, her legs and her minus cheeks got to be cold. She got negative cheeks.
I'm just glad they
That
watch.
shit the negative.
I'm just so glad they peel.
She didn't-
Like L.
You can't, you ain't filling them up. You know, you can't wear those. Go ahead, brother.
This back in Sirach 10:3. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people. So, you know, as just elaborating back on what the brothers was talking about. See, Esau Edom, and he done went and got, you know, juiced up, got his people juiced up, and some of them. And then, if you didn't believe him, he went to the kings of your people, man. And he had Juvenile making a video, maxed that thing up, you know. And he went to the hands of your people, man. Your pastors, they all juiced up, got the whole congregation in there about to fall out, man.
Bro.
Now on top of that, see, Esau's such a devil with his pharmakia, his freaking poisons he put out there. He'll make like 50, 60 billion off of the drug he pushed, but then when he gets sued, he only paying out 5 billion.
Right, exactly.
And he's still in the positive.
Yeah, he's still the
So
positive.
that ain't nothing for him to break them checks.
Yeah,
out.
because if I made 300 billion, you know, and all I gotta pay is, you know, 400 or 500 billion, or even I had to pay 300 billion, 500 billion. I just made 3 billion. That 500 million ain't gonna mean nothing, man. All right.
Great investment. That's how Esau looks.
Yeah, that's exactly. So you mean, so I can lose 500 million on this lawsuit, but I'm gonna clear 3 billion,
Right.
300 billion.
Right.
Sign me up.
He gonna sign that shit.
That's the government getting
Right.
that cut.
Yup,
They getting that
absolutely.
cut off the top.
Because you think they don't have think tanks, so they think about all this. They got a bunch of suits, a bunch of people who have what you call objective immunity. All right, look that term up. They're sitting around the table. All right, and an objective immunity means basically, even when I can't bring a lawsuit against you no matter what because of your title or your position, until I can prove that you've actually violated something. All right, once you violated your oath, and I can prove it. All right, because in case you brothers didn't know, that's how you attack Title 4D and things of that nature. All right, because certain individuals that you actually have to go after have objective immunity. All right, meaning you can't. It's just like a police officer has objective immunity. They're immune from the law until they break break their oath. If they break the oath that they took, now they're not protected by that objective immunity anymore. That's basically what that means. All right, and that's how these people operate. They sit around the table, 30 or 40 of them. All right, and they hash all this out. And they got the people who get it. Yeah. So they got the people. Okay, this is what we're gonna make. These are gonna be our damages. They landed, and then they realize, okay, this is the projection exactly. So we're projected to make this much. All right, damages we're gonna have to pay out this much. It's gonna be worth it to do this, guys.
This is how much.
And so you got that nerd up there in the suit with a bald face, right? And then they're all, and then they sign all this shit and they put that shit into motion and people die and they all get paid.
Yeah.
This is a world that we live in, man. This is a man, all right? This is he, the basis of men, the wicked that's ruling, all right? And then you got Israelite people, Israelite men who get in league with these people to make a penny in a system that's dying. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, but the morning is light, they practice it because it's the power of their hand. That's what these devils do behind the scenes, man. They pass all these wicked laws, you know, to put them into effect. Can I read this also, Elder?
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Right, the decree goes into a law.
Matter of fact, while you at it, you can get Isaiah 30 and 1 too. 1 through like 3.
This is the book of Isaiah 30:1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh.
And that's our people when we give them these warnings. And we tell them things that they can actually go look up for themselves. You know, we're not just like spewing stuff out of our mouths like some of these camps. All right? We're giving you legitimate information that you can actually go research and look up for yourself. But our people are lazy collectively.
They pulled Isaiah 1. They don't consider.
All right, go ahead.
It says that take counsel, but not of me.
So they don't take counsel of the Lord, man. All right, go ahead.
And that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit.
So they went to cover. So those are all the people who went and took the miracle whip. All right, and now they're dying, you know, and they're sick, and they all messed up. Their hearts are all jacked up. Go ahead.
That they may add sin to sin.
And then they added sin unto sin. Because there's scriptures in the Bible. You can't do things to harm your own self. All right, go ahead.
Verse 2, it says that woe to go down into Egypt.
All right, in Egypt means house of bondage, slavery. We're still in slavery. People think just because you can walk around and get up and go to the store and go to the movies and go on vacation somewhere, but you got to come back. You can't stay there. Right. All right, that you're free, and you're not. All right, you're not free at all. Go ahead.
You need a fishing license. You need a driver's license.
So man, I can't even go to Walmart, grab a fishing pole, and go to the nearest body of water and throw a line in without some dude rolling up on me. You see your papers.
Right. They got my cousin like
huh? Yeah, I need to see your papers.
Like $100 ticket.
It's like I'm trying to teach my son how to fish. You got a license for that? Yeah, I didn't know I needed a license. Right.
They said it's even illegal.
Then he drive off. Like you bastard.
They said it's even illegal to what? To collect rainwater. You know,
yeah.
It's naturally.
Well, you know why? Because when you collect rainwater, you can actually measure the different chemicals. They get caught up. Yep. All right. I had a white plate that I kept in my yard, and I was doing it on TikTok. All right. I had a white plate that I kept in my yard to catch these. And then when after it rained, I would go out there with my camera and do a video. Right. And sometimes it was like orange, it was yellow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you think this is not affecting the trees? That's why when the trees are faded, they fade up to all these weird ass colors, man. You're right, or did you have fall faded in June, in July? Leaves were already faded. They're falling off trees in July. From all this, yeah, and them, the cancer, all them black dots all over. Right, and then every now and then the water actually be clear. All right. And then it was sticky and cool. What the fuck? And like I said, every time you notice, every time it rains, your nose and your throat start hurting immediately. Yeah. The next day, everybody's throat and nose is clogged up. All right, and then all that yellow shit is in you. These people literally are. Hey, the Lord said He's gonna destroy those who destroy the earth. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. Isaiah 30:2 says that woe to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yep. So that would be people like, you know, Larry Lightfoot, that nigga. Dr. Fraudchi. All right. You notice I said fraud chief, Dr. Fraudchi. You know, they were believing in Pharaoh and listening to them lies that they were spewing. All right. We're using that pseudoscience. All right. And now the regular media now is admitting. I've heard it on a couple different media things, how they need to apologize to all the people who didn't do it because they were trying to take your freedoms, they were trying to take your children, they were trying to take your licenses, they were trying to put you in internment camps, all kinds of shit. They shouldn't be allowed to go to the hospital if they get sick. Exactly. So, and it turns out that they were the ones who were right. Right. You know, and you notice they got hush quiet on it.
People lost jobs.
Yeah, people lost. Hey, look, they broke up families, marriages, all kind of friendships, all kind of shit, man. People been tight for 30 years, man. Fuck that. Right. You people that get to see their loved ones, their grandmother and grandfather dying, they didn't get to go see them, and you know, all kind of father dying. I had a client still fucked up in the head behind that. Her father passed and she didn't get to go see him. You know?
Because I see Jake at the damn freaking blood bank to donate plasma and shit. If you really got the juicy juice, you can't donate blood, you can't fucking donate plasma, none of that shit.
Yeah,
They won't
as a
allow
matter of
you.
fact, they don't want sperm from people who had them either. Right? So because you had a lot of women on these date sites, you know, because a lot of these date sites were pushing the you know, the Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
But now it's in reverse because now people want to know on some of them date sites, well, do you have a Miracle Whip? Because they don't, you know, they don't want to date, because you don't want to be lying with a woman that had that Miracle Whip, right? And a man that got that Miracle Whip, his sperm is now tainted.
I ain't got it, dude.
All right. So what he's saying is, ladies, you can get all the skeet you want from this man.
And the price
Buck.
at the
Prime
bank,
buck.
at the sperm bank, unmiracle Whip jizz, the price went up.
No, the number one fastest.
Shit, I'm hurting too.
The number one fastest product in the sperm bank is the unvaccinated Judite male. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a
That
fact.
is the number one most fastest
Because
resource in the fucking
because
sperm
the
bank.
Elamite women, the Ishmaelite women, you know, they want that.
They want that. Yeah.
A bitch walked right up to me and said, I want your DNA. I pimped off. But yeah, they want your DNA, man. Even a crispy, no, I didn't do it. Even a crispy black bitch asked me that. She was light skinned, but all of them crispy black bitches to me. They just said, man, I really want your DNA. I grew up with the bitch. She said, I watched you grow up. I want your DNA. I said, man, these bitches crazy. They really want that DNA, man.
Can't have it.
I had 2 dice on the bus a couple years ago saying, hey, shit, will you be willing? I was like, damn, these motherfuckers crazy. They want me to fuck with them.
Yeah.
There it is.
It was for real, though.
Hey, they looked at Baby Bash.
I would have went.
They wanted Baby Bash.
I was tempted.
I would have
I
went.
thought about it.
I said, no.
Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Isaiah 30:3. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Because the scriptures also says, what? It's Sirach, the 12th chapter, never trust thine enemy.
Right. So when all this comes crashing down, we see this economy fail. We start seeing the results of this food crisis which we're in. Trust me, I know the supply chain is fucked up right now. When all this shit starts to hit a fan, you guys trusting in Babylon, you're gonna understand that this is your shame, man. Right? You should have put your faith in your Hashem Shai. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Well, what did you do? You'd rather be scornful and scoffed, like the elder said. We're warning you people according to Ezekiel 3 and Ezekiel 33rd chapter. We're warning you. But what do? All right? You consider not, all right? An ass knows his master crib, a dog knows his owner, but Israel do not know. They don't consider. And we give you all the evidence. But since it's coming from us, you don't want to hear it. But if I was a fucking red man with a motherfucking suit on, oh, with the pseudoscience, oh, that sounds about right. Let me go ahead and take this miracle whip. Let me go ahead and do this and do that. All right? And it's gonna be a fucking shame when all this shit pans out. I can't wait. All right? You're gonna laugh at this storm. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness.
All right, so the man poisoning the water, poisoning the air, poisoning the food, the same food he has to eat, all right? What type of nigga is that, all right? He has no fucking care in this fucking world because he's a selfish bastard, man.
Right. Right now he's going down.
Exactly. And since you're in Sirach, get you can finish that. Get 40, chapter 41 and the 7th verse.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
Right. So if he do good, all right, he's doing it unwillingly.
Yeah, he doing it unwillingly. And I'll give you a perfect example. That movie about the Gadites, the murder of the flower or whatever.
Right.
All right. He went to steal some land. All right. So he moved the Gadites on this this land that was barren, that didn't have good soil, didn't have, you know, so that they could grow crops and shit like that. They moved the Gadites on that land, but then the Gadites struck oil. All right, and got rich. So what did Esau do? He instantly implemented a plan and started killing off the Gadites to take that land back because he did good unwillingly. He was like, fuck, We didn't put them over here, and now they over there getting all that oil. And that oil needs to be with us, son. We gotta get this, right? So they started once again sitting around that table, figuring out shit. And what did they started doing? They started murdering off the family members, the main family that found the oil, all right? Even though that family was enriching all their people around them, but they started killing off the family members, all right? And they all just started dying. I mean, literally, days, weeks apart. The one chick got shot in the back while going to put a baby in a baby buggy. The dude shot her in the back, went and took the baby and went to delivered the baby to the schools where they were taking all the Gadai kids, and laid the gun down in her hand, and then they labeled her death a suicide, even though she had a hole that went from her back, came out the front, and then she committed suicide. So that back double, triple jointed. Who the fuck commits suicide like that? Right. Straight. She damn big ass long pistol, just straight in her own back. Goodbye, cruel world. What the fuck? This some bullshit, man. This man is a liar, man, and that's why the Lord is gathering up the nations. Who got that, Joel? You got it, brother. All right. The Lord is gathering up the nations. All right. Right now, as we speak. And he's bringing them over to the Valley of Jehoshaphat to deal with them, man. All right, go ahead, bro. Go let them brothers know.
Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the Valley of Jehoshaphat. And I will plead with them there for my people.
Which means judge. That Hebrew word plead goes to judge. Go ahead.
And for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Not you small hatters, all right? Not you small hatters, man. Because hey, when you go into parting our land, go look at the wall, man, and look how it parts the land, right? If you're a true Israelite, you're supposed to have Gaza. You're supposed to have all that land, man. And when and where were you small hatters scattered? To the four corners of the earth, like Isaiah the 11th chapter goes into, man. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, that's not you. That's us. All right. But once again, going back to Michael, you stole that land, right? And I don't care about you, Ishmaelites, right? You Arabs, you mixed people, right? You ain't your land either. So it's righteous judgment going on over there according to the Lord. All right. Go ahead.
This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Right, Job 9:24. Go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
Right, what did the Lord tell Cain? Right? His desire should be as hell. What did he tell the serpent? You should go upon your belly. How are you going to get the riches to do what happened on this earth?
Hey,
by the sword.
By the sword. Shall rule over.
And now that
sin shall rule over.
And now that sin will rule over.
And now that you said that, being that they're being gathered in the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Oh yeah.
And this wagon dog event that took place on October 1st, just like the wagon dog event that took place on 9/11, we know what people are responsible for.
Exactly.
Right? By blaming other people. Same people being blamed, Ishmael, for the most part. It turns out that there's this plan to shut down the Hormuz. I mean, not the Suez Canal.
Yup.
They want to shut down the Suez Canal, and they want to build for this new greater Jerusalem. They need Palestine out of the way because they want to build another canal that goes right through there, straight through Palestine, straight to the sea, so that they can control that route. That's what it's all about. So they want to take the Suez Canal, destroy it, and build another one that comes through, so they can control it, which would make America and them rats over there, the imposters, control all the commerce. That's what this was all about. It's called the Ben Gurion. It's called the Ben Gurion Canal, man. Matter of fact, I got a picture of it.
And it's crazy
to find it. I'm gonna bring it up
say
to the
that
camera.
because Israel and Saudi Arabia are supposed to have a fucking
So
deal.
this is what it's all about. This right here. See, they want to get rid of the Suez Canal and put this one up. All right? And they want to put this one up, and this way America and those small hatters will control all the commerce. All right? And this information came from a small hatter. who's mad about the whole thing. All right? There it is. That's the plan. They want to build that canal. They want to build a new canal so that they can control and take it and take the canal control out of the hands of Iran.
Yep.
So that's what they want to do. Right? Because with Iran controlling that canal, it keeps checks and balances.
Yep.
It keeps America and Israel from becoming more powerful than they already were. So this third world war is gonna happen one way or another, man. And it's all on the tables now. It's not gonna. This is not gonna get pulled back.
Oh, not at all.
It's going forward because now all these nations are turning against the Israelis, and then you got these people. What's that dude? The Florida Marquis. That dude needs to shut up talking about the scriptures. All right. The Patriot nurse, honey, you need to shut up talking about the scriptures. All right.
My man,
Christopher Green. Christopher Green, shut up. Report the news. He's doing sit downs, man.
AMTV.
Right. Christopher Green doing sit downs. I'm waiting for him to just come out and say Shalom.
Right.
Right.
Getting all this info.
Breaking news.
That nigga gonna have a Garmin on. He gonna say that's breaking news. He gonna be somewhere on some fucking island.
Yeah, I heard it firsthand.
Yeah, motherfucking Chris Green.
That's
the funniest one to me.
Nah, the Patriot nurses, because I actually like the chick. I like the Patriot nurse, man. But when she starts trying to quote and she's a small-headed too, a small-headed Christian, right? So she's pro them, and they're so pro Israel. But yet it's like, but what about all that? Because I left a comment on the last video, and I never commented on video. And I put out the prophecies that clearly state that the people over there are not the people of the Lord. And I'm gonna go back to see if she responded, if she took it down. She probably removed it because if she honestly goes and look those scriptures up, she's gonna be like, damn. All right, you can't get around this, man. The truth is the truth, man. That's why it's so much turmoil. And where's the scripture that says that all the nations have to defend Israel? There's no scripture that says when Israel goes home, there will be complete and total peace on earth. Exactly. There's gonna be no more wars, man. We're not gonna. And then you got Israelis using their passports to fly out of Israel to go to places that are more safe. And then they fucked around and had a land in Dagestan, and damn near the whole plane damn near got lynched.
Brother,
them Dagestanis came out right.
Brother, you killing Muslim brothers.
Them smash everybody in the motherfuckers.
Muslim brothers, they coming for you.
Right.
He told the coast.
Right.
How you in my house now? Yeah. And all the brothers are coming for you.
Hey, them Dagestan people, man. You don't fuck with them, man. Hey, look, they, like you said, they practically took over combat arts, man.
Yeah, man.
Boxing too. They wrestling. They smash and they really do smash.
This nigga smash.
I smash. I shake your hand, but you know that I was smashing. Them dudes are smashing people, man.
Smash.
You know?
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you that they're the least of the flock is drawing them out. Finish that Joel. Pop shot.
I got that.
He's got it. Yeah. It's reading like 2.
I got you. Joel 3:2 all the way to 6. And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Yahweh Shapatyah and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
And I let the Patriot nurse. This is why there's the wars going on. Isaiah 34:8, real quick, somebody else. This is why the war is raging and things are going bad, man. Why people are robbing food delivery people left and right, especially in the hood. All right. The elder Uriah told me that some new dude came to work for them. First day of work, first day of work, he's going to deliver his very first fucking pizza. And this woman in the car with him, and he pulling up to get out and take the pizza. And this woman grab him and say, that dude on the porch got a gun. So he look on the porch, see the gun, he drive off. So they called him, hey yo, hey, bring the pizza back. And they don't know that he done already peeped. You all right? So he drove back to the shop, gave him the pizza back, said, I quit. I ain't doing this shit. So people are calling up, ordering food, and then robbing the people. They're not even robbing you for your wallet. They just want the food.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So guess what? The green tree is done.
Yup.
They doing this shit in the green tree. You wait until all this shit shut down. All the banks shut down. Woo-wee. Go ahead, bro.
It's getting worse. You got the Isaiah there? I got it.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 8. For it's the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses.
That's why these wars are going on. Because of the controversy of Zion. Because you people are purposely ignoring and turning your back on the evidences, on the prophecies, and the proofs. And then you'll say that it's conspiracies and all this other bullshit. You want, basically, we come into court, and this is crazy, the earth is out of course. This time of night, birds get quiet. They got louder. You know what I mean? Everything's out of course. Because what? They mourning. They saying fuck. They saying that's right. Bring it out. Bring it out. All right. Because look, they mad too. They gotta breathe this shit. All right. Go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 34 and 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
Right. So you got these people that are just ignoring a mountain, a plethora of evidence is proving who the Israelites are. All right? And ignoring a mountain of evidence that proves that the small hatters are imposters. Even including all the information in their own books, in their own encyclopedias, in their own almanacs. All right? That their scholars of old, that their forefathers wrote down. Okay? So it would be like you going to court and you have a folder of evidences that proves your innocence, all right? And then you go before the judge, and then the judge has the bailiff take your book of all the evidences that you need to defend yourself and take them and have them tossed out. Now we'll have court. But you like, but I need this to prove my. Prove it now. This is literally what they're doing. This is literally what they're doing. They're ignoring. They're just turning. The deaf. Somebody get the deaf at it. Then we gonna finish that, brother. Exactly.
Just us.
Exactly. Yeah. Con.
Back to the Joel 3.
Now let them get that deaf at it first.
This the book of Psalms, chapter 58. I'm gonna start at verse 3.
Go ahead, brother.
This the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder.
They're like the deaf adder. You bring out Ezekiel 36 and 5, how they would appoint the land into their own hands. They're the deaf adder. You bring out Zechariah 9 and 6. They're the deaf adder. All right, you bring out Jeremiah 14 and 2. They're the deaf adder. Job 30 and 30. Lamentations 4 and 8.
Yeah.
You keep Isaiah 26 and 10. You start bringing all these evidences and proofs out in prophecy and scripture.
Isn't that written in
They don't want to
law?
hear that. So they want to just ignore the evidences, man. So that's why I can't wait for the Lord to just turn up and bring this thing to naught. But go ahead and finish it, brother. We're going to shut down.
All right.
And we're going to bring out your scripture first, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn.
There it is, man. All right? The people are mourning because the wicked are ruling, man.
Exactly.
So the whole world is in mourning, man. Animals in mourning. All right?
Trees.
And I want them cats, I want them animal lover cats, man. As a matter of fact, you know, I got more love for a lot of these animals than I have for these wicked ass people. All right? I'll be quick to save an animal for the fire. Leave your Edomite ass, your two-third ass right and save yourself. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Whom they have scattered, this back in Joel 3 and 2. Whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land.
They scattered us among the nations and parted the land of Israel.
They have cast lots for my people.
This is one of those evidences that I'm speaking about.
Exactly.
This is a heavy prophecy. All right? Which came to pass. Go ahead.
And they have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine they may drink.
So the true citizens of the land got sold as harlots. All right? And traded for wine and musket guns. Go ahead.
Yea, What have I to do with thee, O Tyre and Zidon?
Those were African nations that helped Esau Edom. Those they're also, you know, mentioned in that evil counsel, that wicked counsel in Psalms 83. Go ahead.
And all the coasts of Palestine.
Yep.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
And it seems like it's been a long time to us, but it's been a short time to the Lord, and now he's acting. All right, because we've been out here for 15 plus years screaming this message, man. And now what we've been talking about is actually happening, man. It's actually happening right now. Right the fuck now as we speak. It's going down.
Hey, Salaki, Elder Malcolm, I was coming from down here because I went to the gym before the camp, which I advised you to do. But nevertheless, there's too many black bitches in LA. I don't like it. But anyway, it was a Keisha. She was pretty too. You know, I'm gonna get a bitch her credit. It was a pretty Keisha, like a black Southern Kingdom woman and the shorter, thicker Northern Kingdom bitch. I said, man, these bitches are fine. They did that little fake ass smile. You know, and I looked, and I thought about it. I said, these bitches both in full Navy uniform. They about to go to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. And it just clicked out my mind. And that's all the elders been talking about. That's the spirit. I said, man, them bitches was pretty. And I looked, I said, they about to get ravaged.
They about to get ravaged and get blown the fuck up.
They might as well get ravaged by the first. Let the first do it first and the Arabs do it worse, man. Shit.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and carried it to your temples, my goodly pleasant things. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem ye have sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border.
That was the transatlantic slave trade.
Exactly. This
right?
You said it. All right? Because when you go into this, the Valley of Jehoshaphat hasn't happened yet. Right. So this didn't happen in the past. All right? Well, in the ancient days. It came to pass, and now that war is kicking up. All right? Because we went through slavery. We got scattered to the four corners of the earth. Not you small hatters. All right? You didn't get scattered across the world, man, via the transatlantic slave trade.
Well, yeah, where's the right of return in the Bible?
Right.
In that book of exile, right? We talk about exile is not the same.
What that vow for a declaration?
Right. Go ahead, man.
Right. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them.
That's happening now.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
And that's why this war is going on, and that kingdom is falling, man. And that stronghold is America. All right, and both their stronghold, America and Israel, they're both falling. All right.
I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah.
That's it. That's what it's going to come down to. All right, and we're going to trade your ass like baseball cards.
That's right. I got a first edition Edomite.
Right.
I got a holographic Edomite. That motherfucker got Exodia.
Oh, and guess what? Somebody going to hit jackpot, and they going to actually have Esau himself.
Yep. Right.
Hey, nigga, I got Esau. I got him. I got you. Here this nigga is right here. How much for? Right.
That holographic. It's going to be like that
holographic.
Like,
damn, brother. You know what? He gonna have to go to everybody's plantation. He got 1,000 years to go to everybody's plantation. All right. So go ahead. No, we gonna wrap it up.
All right.
We gonna wrap it up on that. Hey, so with that, we gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Don't do it, brother.